I guess we can invite everybody on. Oh no, we shouldn't. some people are around. Hare Krishna. Namo Vishnupadaya Krishna Prasthaya Bhutale Srimati Bhakti Viranta Saminiti Namane Namaste Saraswati Devi Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Pasachade Sutarine Adarunastranam Dante Ridam Yacha Puna Puna Shimadrupam Maham Bhogji Rajuham Shambhave Bhave Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Śivāśari Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare. Nishtula Vrinda Pranastama Siradikya Astinanya Chakorasya Chandra Lekam Vinam Gati. Okay, ladies are learning. Are you learning it? No, Gopal. Why not? We've been talking about learning it for the last week. Krishna. Priye Ruchira Sahacharinam Vittibi Sevyamana Madamridula Marali Ramyalila Gati Sri Shashimukhi Gata Nidram Kurvati Mam Idanim Sharadiva Bravati Yamloka Lakshmim Tanoti. Krishna. Beloved, served by a host of beautiful gopi friends, and your gestures as graceful as the delicate, happy swans, you fill my eyes with the sight of your beauty, just as the autumn season fills them. O moon-faced girl, you have robbed me of my sleep. Do men nowadays say such nice poetic things to woo ladies?
Maybe for the first year.
Really, they know such things? They say such things? Are you red from out being in the sun?
Probably Guru Maharaj.
By decorating you with these newly blossomed flowers, I shall make the beauty of this autumn season fruitful. Marumangal in Sanskrit. Now that the autumn has begun, the peacock, seeing your eagerness to enjoy transcendental pastimes, respond by dropping many splendid peacock feathers for your use. O Krishna, my heart becomes struck with wonder when I see how these peacocks understand when it is the proper time for them to act. Krishna. Friend, you have seen the truth. I shall go to collect peacock feathers for my crown. Krishna and the brahmachari Marumangal do that. Krishna Sakya Sadhulakshitam Tad Mauli Kalpanaya Chandrakam Aharani. Mauli. What? What's it say? I can't hear. What you?
Louder. Batuna.
Moli, Kalpanaya, Chandra. I'm just looking to see if there's even such a word as crown over here. I think it's more or less decorating my top. Radhika, friend, that burden is now gone. Now I feel free from all my worries. If you are actually kind to me, then keep Krishna far away while I enter the grove of Ashok trees. She does that. Keep Krishna away. Different mood than what the yogis and devotees say. Krishna, friend, now this crown of peacock feathers may beautify the parted hair of Radha, whose restless eyes are like two graceful Kanjan birds. He walks. Lalita, where's your dear friend? Lalita, she's gone home. Krishna, cruel woman, stop. I shall at once remove the pride of your rascaldom. He looks in all directions and says with happiness, Friend, look, all at once I have again attained my fair complexion, beloved. He approaches. Madhumangal laughs. Oh friend, are you not still dizzy from the time when the Trinavarta whirlwind spun you around? Look, this is a land-growing lotus flower covered with yellow pollen. Krishna looking, friend, you speak the truth. He goes to another place. Oh friend, look, without doubt, I have now attained Radha, whose limbs are anointed with kumkum. Desiring to embrace her, he runs. Madhumangal loudly clapping his hands and laughing. Oh friend, this is not your fault. Drowning in the waves of love, you now think that this entire Vrindavan forest is actually Radhika. Krishna, this is prema. Struck with wonder, he looks about. Where's our gopi friend? Looking to the side. Oh beautiful Lalita, please come down from the great mountain of your contrariness and extend your hand to help me in this dense forest. Lalita smiling. Oh handsome boy, you should ask Vishaka. She knows where Radha has gone. Lalita sends a signal to Vishaka. Krishna, happy, aside to Madhumangal, friend, look. To Vishaka, Lalita signals with her eyebrows. She points to the grove of Kadamba trees. There is not the slightest doubt she is doing that. With a proud smile, he walks there. Oh, beloved, I see you. Come out. He waits with raised neck and then laughs out loud. Lalita, well done, well done. The vine of your rascaldom has now borne its fruit. Madhumangal, friend, I have your Radha. Krishna joyfully, friend, you are not like Lalita. I can trust that you speak the truth. Madhumangal, I swear on the Gayatri mantra that I speak the truth. Krishna with trust, friend, where is she? Show her to me. Madhumangal, I shall place her in your hand, but first you must give me a reward. Krishna respectfully decorates him with a garland of malati flowers. Madhumangal, now you may take her. He gives Krishna a leaf on which the word Radha is written. Krishna smiles, friend, I'm pleased by your gift. Kramat kaksham akshino parisara bhuvam sva shravanayor mana gadyarudham pranay jananam akshara padam kamapyantastosham vitarad avalambad anupadam nisharga vishvesham hridaya padavim utsukkayati. When the syllables of the beloved's name even momentarily enter the eyes or ears of the lover, at every moment they bring great satisfaction to the lover's heart. What to speak of the lover's heart, they fill the hearts of the entire world with transcendental love. He turns and becomes struck with wonder as he notices a blossoming ashok tree on the right. I think moon-faced Radharani may have entered this grove of ashok trees with a desire to enjoy transcendental pastimes here. If this were not so, how then, when it is not proper season, could the bumblebees proclaim the glories of the fragrant, blossoming ashok flowers, if Radharani had not touched them with her feet? I mean, we talked about that before, that if a beautiful girl touches an ashok tree with her feet, then it blossoms out of season. He walks, lifting his neck, he sees Radha. He becomes blissful. Beloved, please tell me, what has happened? Radhika, with the anger of love. I fled out of fear of you. Even here you have come to mock me. Krishna praising himself. See how expert I am. By preventing you from hiding from me, I have defeated you. Lalita in Sanskrit. O expert boaster, in this Vrindavan forest, only one Brahma offers prayers to you, although many Brahmas offer prayers glorifying the beauty of each of Radha's transcendental limbs. You may lift Govardhan hill with a single hand, but my friend Radha pulls the great mountain of Sri Krishna with a single sidelong glance. O Krishna, do not be so proud. Krishna, O Lalita, I shall disappear. In this way, I shall remove your false boasting. Everyone, do it. Krishna, far to the north is a grove of tamal trees, as dark as a swarm of black bees. Because these trees and I are the same color, we are close friends. Those trees will certainly give me a good hiding place. Accompanied by his friend Madhumangal, Krishna exits. Lalita, O Radha, do not be unhappy, because Krishna is no longer in your sight. You shall see him again. Now that we are separated from him, we shall go everywhere to find him. Radhika, as my dear friend speaks. The three girls do that. Radhika, she goes to the northern forest and then pauses to reflect. Is this not the place where Krishna will be found? If he sees me, he will escape and go to the south. O those, has handsome Krishna come to this place and become the guest of the corners of your eyes? I can see that because you must have heard the sweet music of Krishna's flute, the grass is now falling half-chewed from your mouths. She walks ahead, looks in all directions, and says in Sanskrit, because the trees have become stunned and have stopped oozing honey, and because the birds have all assembled together as if stunned with transcendental love, I think they must all be aware of the presence of Lord Krishna, who wears a crown of peacock feathers and who enchants the hearts of the entire world. She walks to the left and then says in Sanskrit, these restless bumblebees fly to and fro without drinking the nectar of those flowers. This parrot has become stunned and will not eat the pomegranate near him. This doe has become pale and declines to eat the green grass beneath her. These are certain symptoms of the fact that Sri Krishna, who walks like the best of graceful elephants, must have traveled down this path. He goes ahead. On the left I see a grove of black tamal trees. Tilting her neck, she looks at the trees and says in Sanskrit, why have the monkeys in the branches of the tamal tree given up their natural restlessness? Why do their bodily hairs stand upright in ecstasy? And why do they stare at the ground in this way? In this way, the branches of the tamal trees appear very beautiful. Krishna enters. Aside, the great love that Radha bears for me in the courtyard of her heart has become the messenger to quickly guide her to me. She can easily find me now. I shall stand as still and as motionless as a column. He does that. Radhika, lowering her head, she sees Krishna. As a trick, she says, Krishna is not here. Krishna aside. Fortunately, she did not see me. Radhika smiling. Here is a blue column studded with jewels. Krishna, is it not so that because of the dense, blinding darkness, she cannot recognize me? Radhika, the splendor of this sapphire column. Krishna, with happiness, he says to himself, O darkness, my friend, I take shelter of you. Please extend your influence at once, so that even though this girl, whose restless eyes are like the eyes of a doe, stares at me at close range, and for a long time. She will not understand who I am. Radhika smiles. Wonderful, wonderful. I see a line of moons reflected on this sapphire column. Krishna smiles and says to himself, how does she understand who I am, that she can joke in this way? He rises and says openly, Beloved, you speak the truth. When the moon of your face is reflected on the many waves of the thoughts in my heart, the reflection is broken into many moons. Radhika, oh, is it you? Then it is not wonderful. Krishna, oh playful girl, what is the need for all these punning jokes? Come here. For a moment, let us both enjoy transcendental pastimes in this Saptaparna grove, filled to the brim with the sweet fragrance of hosts of flowers. They both do that. Lalita, Vishaka, look, our dear friend Radha has gone with Krishna. Here we can see her footprints mixed with his. Vishaka, following the footprints, she says in Sanskrit, here Radha and Krishna's footprints face each other, showing that they must have embraced. Here the footprints are uneven, showing that they must have enjoyed playful pastimes. Here the footprints are soft and regular, showing that they must have had a long walk. Krishna, Beloved, not very far away is the soft sound of a tinkling sash of bells. Let us become silent and listen. Vishaka, how was our dear friend Radha able to find Krishna so quickly in this part of the forest, so much overgrown with creepers? Lalita, here, that person who is difficult to find in this world enjoys transcendental pastimes. For a moment, a sweet-throated cuckoo stays on a budding mango tree. Krishna, Beloved, here come your two friends. I shall play a joke on them by hiding. He does that. Lalita, walking ahead, she sees Radha and happily says, Radhika, with a smile, who knows? Who knows?
You skip the verse.
Huh?
You skip the verse. You jumped over a verse.
Oh, excuse me. Lalita, walking ahead. Oh, where is your lover? Radhika with a smile, who knows? Lalita with a playful smile, she says in Sanskrit, your hair is disheveled, your pearl necklace broken, your teeth are no longer reddened with betel nuts, your breasts bear many scratch marks, and your belt is untied. Oh friend, it appears that you have enjoyed conjugal union with Krishna. Is this proper for us chaste girls of Gokula? Krishna approaches. Lalita, I have not done anything bad to your friend. I have been hiding in the forest the entire time. Lalita, what did my friend do to make you hide in the forest? Krishna, oh beautiful girl, her bold amorous advances made me flee. Pointing with his fingers, he says, look, look. She wounded my chest with the hard tips of her fingernails. She violently attacked me and scattered my peacock feather decorations. She pulled apart my beautiful garland of forest flowers. Even though she did all these things, your dear friend now stands before you and says that she knows nothing about it. Radha, embarrassed, you are expert at blaming others for what you have done yourself. A voice from behind the scenes. Jatila with the ones whose... A voice from behind the scenes. Jatila with the ones whose blossoms have opened. The sentence is half finished. Radhika frightened. A calamity, a great calamity. It is the terrible old lady. Let us flee at once. With her two gopi friends, she exits. Again the voice from behind the scenes. Covered with pollen in autumn, These beautiful Saptaparna trees look like Jatila yogis, the devotees of Shiva who wear matted locks of hair. Krishna, distressed. The brahmachari Madhumangal used the word Jatila to describe the Satnaparna trees. Jatila is coming now. These bitter words of his have ruined me. Now let me go to my Gopa friends. Everyone exits. End of Act 6. Act 7, if I remember right, that's the last act. Gauri Tirtha Vihara. Pastimes of Gauri Tirtha. Who's been to, anybody Gauri Tirtha? You went? You never? No, Maharani. 97, 96, we went.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Maybe I was here.
No. Yeah, we went. When you, I mean, it's not a place, devotees go there for parikrama briefly, they don't sort of hang around because it's Chandravali's place. But when you go parikram and going on the southern side of Govardhan, and you just get outside of Aniyor is Shankarshan Kund, which is sort of being renovated. And just a little before, on the left-hand side, there's a path. And if you follow that path 200 meters, you can see there's a little forest out there. And if you go out there, there's a little forest, and there's a little temple and deity of Gauri, of Durga Devi. And that's where this pastime, next pastime, which is really funny, that's where it takes place. And of course, those who are followers of Srimati Radharani, they don't sort of hang around too much, although this whole next pastime is actually taking place there. It's a very, at least it was a very tranquil place. It's just, if you do Govardhan Parikram, it's just a little detour. You just ask them on the left-hand side for the little path that goes through the fields, and then there's a little kund, and very, very, very nice, very peaceful. So, Gauri Tirtha on this side, and Sakistali on the other side. Those are two main places of Chandravali. So Raghunath Das Goswami, when someone brought him buttermilk in a big leaf from Sakistali, then he just threw it away because he didn't want to have anything to do with anything that's got to do with Chandravali. Of course, that's his own elevated state of ecstatic service. Many places, pastime places, even further on to the left. Well, now there's another highway that passes the end of Govardhan, and then when you there's another crossroad that goes parallel to Govardhan, which is just around where the big parikram road must have been, that Sanatana Goswami used to take. So the inner road that we take is like 20 kilometers, and that outer one is 40 kilometers. So he used to do that every day, 40 kilometers. And So off that are different holy places. One is Chandra Sarovara, and that's very, very beautiful. And just again, because it's off the main path, there are not many devotees go there. But it's this Suradas, he used to, that was his place of bhajan. And although there seems to be two Suradases, one is sometimes named for Bilva Mangal Thakur, and then another one is this other, who is a Vallabhacharya saint. And then further beyond that, Chandrasovar is where Krishna had Rasa Leela pastime, which now when you walking past Shankar Kund and you walk past, then you can go off the path and then go to Govinda Kund. And then after Govinda Kund, there's the Mukut Shila. There's the stone on which Balaram was on top of Govardhan Hill, and which was obviously taller than it is now. And he saw Krishna dancing with the gopis, and he was so, looking through the trees, and he was so enchanted that his mukut fell off, and it fell off, rolled down the hill, and hit that stone. So the impression of be awake. So the impression of the crown is on that stone. So Mukut, there's the Mukut Shila. And from there he saw. And then this was where, in that verse, it's the Rupa Goswami's verse that's described in Chaitanya Charitamrita, quoted in Chaitanya Charitamrita, that either it was in Vidagdha-mādhava or here, that when Krishna left all the gopis this time, and he kept on going parallel to Govardhan Hill, and he went to this place. Now, as I mentioned, it's called Narayan Sarovar, and it's another place where devotees rarely go, Paita, and or Panta. And so they went to Paita, and there he hid in this grove. And then when gopis came, then he took this four-armed Narayan form, and they asked him where Krishna was, and left. And when Radharani came, then she wasn't able to keep that four-armed form. So when Krishna takes that four-armed form, it's different than Narayan. When Krishna's Narayan form means that he only has 60 qualities, attributes. But when Krishna manifests a four-armed form, or any form, then he still has all 64 qualities, but he just has a different type of form. So when Srimati Radharani, he couldn't maintain that form. So in principle, that four-armed form of Krishna is Alarnath in Puri, and that's why Lord Chaitanya would often go there. So I mentioned the last time, there are lovely, lovely places. And we used to always, at the south of Govardhan, if devotees are doing Govardhan Parikrama, then there's this Nishingadev temple. Indradyumna Maharaj told me that they're doing such major renovation in that temple, making it very, very beautiful. This is good, that devotees. There was one project that started in Prabhupada's time, unfortunately never really got off the ground trying to get each ISKCON center to adopt a holy place in Mayapur or Vrindavan and develop it. And that's what we should be doing. Although we have to make sure that the money is spent for its proper purpose, but that's how ISKCON automatically take. Prabhupada said, you do that, and eventually they'll give all these properties to ISKCON because they're not able to really maintain them. And if they see that, aside from we come here and spend millions and millions every year on, clothes and all kinds of items, daily items for our places somewhere else in the world, but actually our 2 homes, 3 homes, Puri, Vrindavan, and Mayapur, then we just let them deteriorate just because, for different reasons. Some do very rarely they do well, but unfortunately others really neglect. So then we would immediately win over the hearts of all of these people. One of the reasons they sort of sometimes chase after us is because they just see that we just sort of, all we think about is, we want to go to their place. They're lucky if we put a few rupees in the box and go away and just take it for granted that it's there. But everything requires maintenance. It's just the same way when devotees come to our temples in the West, they give nothing and just sort of take it for granted that it's there, while it requires so much effort to even try to maintain it. So being big-hearted, and the more you do that, then Srimati Radharani gives more Lakshmi, whether it's individual householders, good businessmen who have Lakshmi to do that, or temples or something, then money will come when we do the right thing. This is one of the right things. Like book distribution is the right thing. So yes, taking care of holy places, right? But India is a very difficult place to work. Very difficult. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, Hare Krishna. Shri Rupa Goswami Prabhupada ki jai. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Jai Nitai Gaur Premanandi. So see you again on Friday.